No.
I fear there was a Steve Harvey moment. So there still is a tie, but the tie is only between EB and Omer. And there was actually a vote that I thought was for Dana, but there was actually a vote for Jake. So there was a vote for Jake and not for Dana.
I see you, Dana.
That is wild.
Whoa!
What?
Wow. I'm sorry. These names are so random.
What are we doing? What's going on?
I have a question. EB, who pushed Omer? Because EB messaged me to vote Omer.
Oh!
This was I couldn't. But this was after I voted. Like as Jed was telling us not to talk, so I couldn't do anything.
So you saying you didn't vote Omer?
You didn't vote Omer.
I didn't. I had already voted EB because no one had talked on call the entire time, and then I cast my vote for EB, and then EB out of nowhere messages me, "Oh yeah, I'm not voting you."
EB,
what do you mean you're not voting?
EB, literally the round before, your name was being pushed hella hard to me, but I still voted for Tyler because I thought we had an agreement. But I'm not entirely sure why.
I didn't think people were gonna vote Dom, so I voted you.
The vote comes out, and I actually only had 2 votes to eliminate me. So after all that talk, how many people want me out? How many people are spreading my information? I have 0 idols, 0 advantages, and people still don't want to vote me out. EB just spent maybe an hour calling me out, trying to get people to vote me, and then spun around and voted Omer. Doesn't make sense.
I was really just trying to see what stuck with people and if they would actually vote him, but I guess he got these people scared because they didn't want to. I didn't really want to vote Omer, but he was the only other name that I heard besides myself.
Omer is quiet as a church mouse right now. If we voted Omer, no one's going to it's really going to fuck with people's head who just voted Omer out. So Omer leaving, that's going to be like a surprise to everybody. I've seen Omer play before. Now, Omer has potential to make it to the end and damn near win. I'm about her best to, get Omer out right here to save BB, but
know that there was a split though going on, but I didn't know that it was Omer, and that took me by surprise just because it put a lot of things in perspective for me. It seems like people are now going after what is perceived to be Dom's alliance. And if people perceive me as to be one of Dom's alliance members, I could be in trouble next. So I need to distance myself from that majority alliance and kind of create my own path.
So at this time, please vote for either Omer or EB.
Omer and Dana came out of nowhere. That was crazy.
That's like the definition of like left field, because that.
Well, hold on, China, because you said you're not voting for Dom or EB, so you obviously voted for either Omer or EB.
Are you sure? I could be lying.
All right, I have 3 votes. All right, first vote.
Nothing. The equation
Omer.
correcting.
Second vote.
Yeah.
EB.
Oh, there's vote reading.
Third vote. Omer. Fourth vote. EB. We're 2 EB, 2 Omer. Third vote. EB. Fourth vote. EB. Fifth vote. 8th person voted out and the first member of our jury. EB. You are the first member of the jury, but you have been voted out. But it was a good fight.
So when we got to the double tribal, mine and John's original plan was to vote out EB, and then Tyler came up and we just went with it. But then there's a second vote, and so we vote EB again thinking it's going to be a general consensus, and it ties. EB only gets 3 votes, and Omer gets 3 votes, and the rest are literally stray bullets to a bunch of random people. There's a revote, we get EB out, and I voted right again.
EB's got to go here, and luckily EB does go home.
Oh, Lord. I'm proud of how I did in the game. I was a big target for some reason when there's people here that have beat each other in games, but I was the target. I was the last Brawn standing, so all the Brawn tried, I beat you. And I just really hope China or Justin make it to the end so I can vote for them to win. Well, for one of them.
Thank you, EB. All right, so now you guys are going to be put into 2 groups of 5. And there will be an immunity winner for each group of 5. And then we'll have 2 separate tribal councils.
So, of course, Jed wants to now, after this giant mess of a tie and another revote, wants to switch us into 2 tribes of 5 and have another double.
Jed sends me a miracle at Final 10. He splits the tribes up. This is exactly what I needed. I needed a smaller tribe so I can kind of work into it and take a better threat out of the game rather than these huge tribes that are going to be dominated by the majority that I'm not in at this point.
While we wait for Jed to do whatever he's doing, does anyone want to admit to being the 2 votes in addition to Evie to get me out? I don't really hold grudges in games, and I'm willing to move on like from that type of situation. So my DM is open if anyone wants to tell me. Don't hold it against anyone.
Same with the people that voted me. I mean, well, if we're being honest, I was one of those that voted for you.
Cool. Thank you, Justin. I appreciate that.
Glad. Oh, I said I voted for Dom.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. All right. Never mind then. Scratch that comment.
So we have Rachel, Justin, John, Mara, and Jake on one group. And then the other group will be Omer, China, Dom, Nico, and Dana.
I'm on the team with Jake, Mara, Rachel, and Jun. Me and Jun started off on the same tribe together. So me and Jun are cool. So I hope. Me and Jake weren't on the same tribe as well as me and Mara and Rachel, but me and Jake have been in communication for a minute. I don't want it to be boys versus girls, but I do feel like Jake and Jun would have my back if it comes down to it, if I don't win this immunity.
It seems like at this moment in time, the Survivor gods are not looking upon me because I was placed in a tribe in which I only trust one member, and that is Jake. He is my ride or die at this current moment. I do also know that he has an idol, so that provides me a little bit of security going into this 5-person tribal council. But I'm feeling a bit nervous because I haven't really talked to Rachel or Mara a lot in terms of strategy. And I don't know if Justin knows I voted for him at the merge vote, but I've been trying to work my relationship with him so that, you know, it can be used to my benefit.
My tribe is China and Nico, who are 100% not going to be voting each other, and then 2 other brains, Omer and Dana. My strategy here is to get Omer and Dana to vote with me to eliminate Nico from the game. I think it could be a huge move and probably the best opportunity to get it done.
Of course, after I announced that I voted Dana out, and then in the revote, since Dana didn't get enough votes, I revoted Omer out. Now I'm on a tribe with both Dana and Omer. Yay!
Immunity is something that I'm going to send. It's a link to something. It is a matching game. So I'm going to send a link to the website, and you have to go to level 6. So it'll like when you go to the website, it'll be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go to level 6, and you have to make 18 pairs. And the first 2 to send it back to their DRs from each team will win immunity. All right. So for the group of Rachel, Justin, John, Mara, and Jake, congratulations, Justin. You have won immunity.
There's no point in chance of me leaving, which I love. So you bitches got to fight amongst yourselves on which one y'all gonna leave.
Justin wins the immunity challenge of our group, and I think this is really, really poetic because he is currently the swing vote at the moment, at least the way I see it, between me and Jake and Mara and Rachel, unless there's other plans going around that I don't know of.
For the tribe of Omer, China, Dom, Nico, and Dana, congratulations, Dom. Dom, you have won individual immunity.
Immunity is a matching game, and I'm about half asleep doing this, and somehow I miraculously win another immunity. So I'm very happy about that.
It's all voting amongst each other, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's us.
Either this person or this person, but is it really this person versus this person? I don't know.
I mean, for you, Nico, it's like, if it's not them, then it's me. And then similarly, if it's not one of them, then it's you. It's kind of like we only got 5 people here, so.
We don't have to DM if it's just us. We can lay out the votes.
Well, we know where we're voting. It's just those 3. I walk in to a call after the immunity challenge, and I hear that Dana's pitching for me to go. She was like, I'm voting you out. And I was like, that's fine. I'm voting you out. But I hope you can even cast a vote because, yeah, the block a vote, that's coming out, baby.
Did I miss something?
No, I mean...
Dana said she's voting for me, and I said I'm voting for her.
Yeah.
As I join the call, I find out Dana has already told everyone she's voting China, and China has already told everyone she's voting Dana, which makes absolutely no sense.
And if we want to stay brain strong. China is the only odd one out.
I don't know if all the brains are going to be able to vote this round.
Oh, so do you have like a steal a vote?
I don't know. I guess we'll have to find out.
Ooh.
I realized, I announced some of the brain people might not be able to vote because Dana's rallying votes to get me out, and I'm definitely going to use my vote block on either her or Mare. And then I kind of realized my 3 close allies on brains are Dominic, Justin, and Nico. And none of them have the idol, which means either Dana or Omer have the idol. So there's a very good chance that I'm going to get voted out of the game, whether I use the vote block or not, because an idol's definitely going to get played.
So are we voting Jake? Jake?
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah,
I'll see
what
we're saying.
That is fine with me. But then we have to, but it's just us voting amongst each other. We're not worried about the other group.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
So why would he leave?
Yeah, why would he just leave? I did talk to Tamara and Rachel and threw out Jake's name because if they were gonna vote between us, I would want them to vote for Jake and, maybe flush his idol out.
At first it was me, June, Rachel, and Jake in a room. Then Jake kind of left pretty quickly. Then the rest of us three, me, June, and Rachel, we kind of suspected that if he left so quickly, he might have an idol. Anything could happen, so we did agree firsthand on voting him out.
I'm just gonna go with what we said. But
okay, there's Jen.
Me and Jake are talking, and we bring up the possibility of voting out Rachel. I'm down for that. Anything to save Jake, because I had a feeling since those 3 are in the other room, they're probably gonna vote out Jake, which I don't want to happen.
Okay.
What's the plan?
I was thinking Rachel.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about that?
Okay. I'm fine with it. It's just that I don't know where her headspace is at. Same with Mara too. I don't know where their headspace is at. So it's very difficult. I do know that. So I'll say this. The reason why Tyler and EB's name were pushed around was because Dom told Rachel about a group of 5 people. Yeah. You were in that 5, and I just happened to stumble into that conversation.
Me or Jay was a part of that.
You. So what happened was Dom told Rachel and someone else. It was there was a group between you, Tyler, EB, and stuff like that. And basically, Dom created this whole persona, and that's why the votes went the way they did.
Why would he do that?
I'm kind of enraged because why the fuck would Dominic do that? I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna fuck him up. I'm actually gonna put my hands on him. Y'all need to get some security on this island or some shit because, what? You know who I'm cool with. You know who I'm not cool with, and you don't. None of them are coming after you. So why would you do that? Why would you do that?
That doesn't make sense.
Wait, what persona?
I talked to you guys about this too, the 5-person thing. He just went around telling that.
I did hear that.
What the fuck?
That's why Tyler and EB were the votes.
He literally said, Rachel, write this down. Justin, Nico, Tyler, China, EB are they your group, Justin? Is that your group?
Okay, I'm back. Why would he?
I'm just saying this because it's it just gives context to where everyone's head is at, because those are the votes last night. It wasn't random. Those names were pushed.
Basically, they told me to my face, if I didn't win that immunity challenge, I was gonna be on the chopping block. There was gonna be nothing I could have said that could have swayed them. I was going to go quick, fast, in a hurry, which is kind of fucked up. And it was actually funny that they told me that to my face. But guess what, bitch? I'm safe, and y'all can't vote for me.
There's this big talk about this 5-member alliance that I don't even think exists. But it all started because I kind of just went around and spreaded that around. And now that's the only thing people talk about. So I'm not going to be a target. And if there is going to be targets, either one of those members in that 5-person alliance or supposed 5-member alliance or Dom. So, you know, plan worked out perfectly. Chaos was ensued. There's been mistrust placed now, and now I will be flying under the radar and kind of doing my thing.
Jun is too calculated. I do not trust him at all. Like, the way he talks, like, he knows what information he needs, so he'll make a person say something, get that information, and run with it.
She didn't want to do EB. She said you were pushing EB, but she didn't want to do that.
I'm
just confused because if I was in this alliance with EB, when the vote was EB and Dom, why wouldn't I just vote Dom?
I didn't believe the alliance. And I told her I didn't believe the alliance because I know Dom wouldn't say that with me, because I know y'all are close.
So me and my tribe are talking, and either Dana or Omer, I don't remember who said it, brings up the fact that Rachel says Dominic told her that there's an alliance of me, Justin, Nico, EB, and Tyler Biden. I don't necessarily believe that information came from Dominic. I mean, if it did, that's a really stupid move because there's not a lot of people that would take Dominic as far as I would. So if he's throwing me under the bus, that's something really stupid. Obviously, I've been drinking most of the night, so now it's just pissing me off. So now I have a lot of questions. So, okay.
John, I'm voting Dana, but
yeah, it's gonna have to be, I guess. Yeah.
If she has an idol, I go home. It is what it is. I feel like an idol's gonna get played, but I'm gonna still go to freedom. Yeah.
All right. Does anybody have anything?
No. Yeah, I'm gonna use my vote block on Dana.
Oh, I can't even.
Okay, so at the auction, China did win a vote block. So Dana, you will not cast a vote this round. So that means only China, Omer, Dominic, and Nico will vote. So Dana, now that your vote is blocked, how do you feel about this vote all of a sudden?
I feel like y'all are playing with me because you made me think I was going home last week. But now, I don't know. Y'all stayed in the room a little too long for my comfort. So
Who's y'all?
China, Dom, and Nico.
Well, y'all just left. Y'all could have stayed.
They said it was time to go.
Oh, they did?
Others. Yes.
I did not know they said that. I'm not even joking.
So real quick, Nico, as we are hearing that it's this China, Dana back and forth, where do you kind of fall into all this?
There's a lot of layers because an idol might be at play. And
given that there's only 4 votes, Omer, you got votes last round. What do you have to say for this before we start the vote?
Yeah, I mean, this is a shitty situation. I hate the tribe that we got put into. Damn, yeah, this is a hard vote for sure.
You can and you will. So at this time, please go to DR and cast your vote.
Who said I was in an alliance? What was this 5-person alliance? Who came up with that?
Okay. Rachel told me that Dom told her that there's a 5-person alliance of Nico, Tyler, EB, China, and one other person that I do not remember off the top of my head right now. And I said, that's a lie. Dom and China are really close. There's no way that he would throw China under the bus like that. And she was like, well, I don't really care about Tyler, so I'm gonna vote for Tyler.
If I watch this back and I see some shit,
what kind of shit are you expecting to see?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I hope I don't see.
I mean,
hope I don't see.
I've been thinking something, and a lot of people are like, no, that's not what's going on. But I'm pretty sure
about me.
What's going on.
This is about me.
See, no, somebody's lying.
About what?
Just about me. Just say me.
No. I'm gonna ask. If I go back, I'm gonna ask Rachel, and I'm gonna see what she says out loud. I don't want a DM answer. I want it out loud.
I have the votes. Before I go vote, if anybody would like to play out their advantage, you have until I get down to 0 to do so.
I think I want to use my idol on...
So Dana is about to idol China out of the game. My hands are clean. I didn't do anything. Like, no offense to China, but China and I kind of both know our shit, right? If China happens to go home, there's something to gain out of that.
Oh, wait.
Who?
Omer, sorry.
Oh, okay. So any votes cast for Omer will not count. All right.
Dan, are you serious right now?
Yeah, why not? The votes might
First
still be...
vote, China.
Oh my
Second
God.
vote, Dana. Third vote, Dana. Ninth person voted out, and the second member of our jury.
Oh my god,
Dana.
I'm on
Dana.
jury?
Yes,
You're
Dana,
like
you
the
made
best
the jury.
fucking ally ever.
The tribe has spoken.
Well, I hope you
Why
make
would you do? Oh shit! I wish you didn't do that for me. Damn.
Thank you, Jesus. Dana uses her idol wrong. Praise God. Luckily, I am still here. I don't know why she decided to use it on Omer. I definitely told her to her face that I was voting her, but you know what? Doesn't matter. I'm still here. I'm still competing, so I'm happy.
Dana makes probably the most imbecile decision to... Sorry, Dana. But Dana decides to just waste her idol on someone she knows has absolutely 0 votes. And what gets me even more is Omer stays dead silent and says, "Thank you, Dana. Oh, you're so amazing. Omer, tell her to save herself. She hasn't handed it to Jeff yet. Or Jed Probst. She hasn't handed the idol. Say, Dana, use it on yourself."
No, it went fine. Oh, wait a minute. If I didn't do that, China would have went home. That was dumb.
Oh, right. That was crazy.
That was dumb. But that's okay. I want
And
to.
Dana, I put you
You
on
know
the brain
what?
tribe,
We
girl.
may have been targeting each other, but that's the most fun I've had all game. That was good.
So, Mara, now that the jury is watching, are you thinking of like, okay, I need to do something to kind of build up a resume, show something to the jury? Or is it still, do you feel like the game will still be a little bit coy and still a little bit under the table? Or do you think now that we have 2 people on the jury, people are watching in this last stage, people will start to kind of, play a little bit more out in the open?
I feel like, I guess, especially since I guess numbers are small, at least on this tribe, I don't know about the other tribe, but like, I feel like people were being more coy and like just keeping their cards close to their chest.
And then what about you, Rachel? What is this vote based? Like, what are you basing this vote on for yourself personally?
It's just such a tricky vote because, like Mara said, everyone is being super coy. We don't know what's going to happen next.
And John, before we go into tribal council, what do you have any like insight on it? Kind of like what I asked Mara, just with the jury watching and stuff. Do you feel like there's an opportunity here for something to happen, or do you feel like it's just a group of people that we don't really want to vote each other?
There's always an opportunity to make a move. No matter how small the numbers are, it just depends on if you have the social equity for you to make that move. For me, for this vote, it's all about survival.
Well, Justin, one question for you. Being that you're safe, and being like I keep saying to them, we are in the later stage of the game, did you feel like you could make a push to make something happen? Or do you feel like you were kind of just observing more so than being like in the driver's seat, like this is what I want to happen because I'm safe?
I think we all, like us 5, we all like mentioned it. It's kind of hard for us to vote because we talked about like a certain event that occurred. So it's kind of hard for us to vote for each other. But I will say that if I didn't win the immunity, I would have been the vote.
So you feel like that was a clutch win for you?
Yeah. It came at the right time.
Well, now you're safe. So we'll see what's going to happen. If anybody has an idol or an advantage that they would like to play, you have until my fingers count them to do so. All right. I will read the votes. First vote, John. Second vote, Rachel. Third vote, Rachel. Fourth vote, John. We are tied. 2 votes, John. 2 votes, Rachel. 1 vote left. 10th person voted out of Jedvivor and the 3rd member of our jury. Rachel, that's 3. That's enough. You need to bring me your torch.
No, guys, who's being fake? Jed, let me talk for a little bit. What happened?
I'm not gonna lie, I voted you.
Why?
I voted you too because it was out of survival. I knew my name was getting tossed around.
I have 2 reasons.
Okay.
The first reason, because I feel like when I was on that chopping block one time, you were one of the votes for me for both rounds. This is what I felt. You can correct me if I'm wrong.
Never voted you.
Oh, okay. Well, sorry. But the second reason was I do feel like you really did believe the whole Dominic spill thingy. And I'm kind of like fearing for my safety. So like when I heard that he told you about that, I was like, okay, even though I know it's not true. I have to think about myself. If I can't get him, I need to get someone that he told. So that's where I was. I'm sorry if this is out of place and wrong, but I'm thinking of myself and my safety.
Next.
I hated that we didn't get to talk and like we didn't get to work together, but
Next, because I do have a vote.
I voted you, Rachel, because the minute you had the chance to flip on me in the beginning, you did, and you voted me out.
When? When did I vote you out? I didn't vote you out.
On our original tribe, you said we didn't have the numbers when we voted out Stan. Didn't you vote for me?
No, I voted for Stan.
You told me we didn't have the numbers. I've spent this whole game wanting to get you out because
No,
I
as in we have the numbers.
So I've been under the assumption that you voted me out then, and I've been working at this for a while.
Yeah, you don't listen to anything I say. Next.
I think that's all 3
That's
votes.
it. Yeah. I did keep you, Rachel.
What was that?
I kept you.
Oh, thanks, Mara. Oh, it was John, Jake, and Justin.
Yeah.
I hope none of you 3 win.
I'm ecstatic because Rachel is gone. I ain't gotta worry about this chick later on in the game. Then she threw a little hissy fit. She's asking, why, blah, 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 why me? Girl, me and you have not talked. Then she said, I hope none of you guys win. Well, I mean, it's only one winner, so I don't think all 3 of us can win. But I think we can all come to the common ground that you're not gonna be able to win.
So I was indeed correct that the girls were targeting me, and I'm so grateful that I worked on my relationship with Justin, and to see that actually pay off in him saving me and voting off Rachel shows that we established an alliance that I can actually take to the end.
At this point, I kind of lost an ally that I knew I can trust, so it was just really, really sad.
I'll be sure to tell the jury that y'all don't listen. Mara, girl, good luck. Okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We were playing, Rachel. It's hard to get you on a Jets network contract.
It is. I know. I've been trying to play for a while.
I really do appreciate you. I hope you're feeling
This
better.
is fun, though. This was a lot of fun. Jake, were you lying about the item?
No, I have it. I just, when you told me to use it, I figured that you didn't want
See
me.
the jury next then.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, Rachel.
Wow. Oh my.
Sorry, Jen, for my vote.
No, I understand. I understand. So that's why I went to survival mode, and that was kind of my option because it's 5 people. Options are limited. So that's where my head was at. Like that, it sucks because we're such a small group. I mean, there has to be a name. So I understand why you voted me. I understand why certain people voted me and why certain people voted Rachel. It was for their own game. So it was just on that, and I hope we can just all move past it because it was small. It was kind of small.
Yeah.
And I actually like this group.
I know. I don't have a vendetta against anybody here. So it's like,
I'm just so confused because after the vote, she said to me, I'm sorry with a sad face. So I thought that meant she voted me out.
Who?
Rachel.
Oh, Rachel. Oh.
I love how she said, I hope none of you make it to the end.
Final 8, Rachel has become the 3rd member of the jury. Rachel was voted out last tribal council.
So as my tribal ends and the other team's doing the tribal, China and Nico are getting a little riled up about some rumor that's going around. This rumor is 100% true. They're telling me, everyone's saying that you're saying there's a majority, an alliance of of China, Nico, Justin, and etc. I'm like, no, what? Like, why would people say that, man? I was just trying to paint EB as a target. This makes no sense. Like, everyone's talking shit about me. It's true. I did tell Rachel that verbatim, and I think Rachel may have told many people. They're pretty much talking about, oh, we're gonna get to the root of this. We're exposing Rachel for these lies about Dominic. And then by the skin of my fucking teeth, Rachel gets voted out, bro. So they cannot confront her, and all they have to do is believe me.
This is a good old-fashioned jigsaw puzzle. So I'm going to send the link to the jigsaw puzzle in the house chat. First person to complete the jigsaw puzzle and send it to their DR will win. All right. Congratulations, Dominic. You have won individual immunity. You were the first to complete.
Somehow I fucking win this jigsaw puzzle 2 immunities in a row, and I kind of don't have to worry about this. So, final 8 to my perception. I'm really close with Jake Masterson. Him and I go way back, and I think he's getting along good with my boys, Jun and Omer. So that's a 4 of the boys. I'm sorry, but 4 boys, Dominic, Jun, Omer, Jake. Solid little group, solid little alliance voting block that we can all stick together and start kind of getting people out at Final 8. All we need is one person to go. Then you have China, Nico, Justin, Mara. The same people who I kind of have been labeling together. I've pushed for Justin to go and I've pushed for Nico to go, but I have a great relationship solo with China and Mara. So we'll see where that goes.
So I literally still have this idol in my pocket, and I haven't needed to use it. I probably should have a few times because I almost went home, but I'm just gonna keep holding it until I really have to use it.
I don't know. I just feel like there's some people playing some pretty good games. You feel me? Like, better than me, at least. I've just been safe and not voting in majority most of the time, so.
Cricket. You're DMing.
China.
What you
I feel
DMing?
like some lies were said.
China, bro.
What?
What's the end game here? Like, what's the end game here? Because I don't know what to do.
I'm not in a hold on. I'm not in the right state of mind, so I genuinely don't know, but I'm going to vote Jun.
I would honestly, yeah, that's okay with me because I know how he plays near the end.
You should know, though. People are hardcore throwing you about that 5-person alliance.
It is what it is.
Apparently, that's what was thrown at the tribal that just happened when Rachel left. It was brought up.
Oh my God. Just to be clear, I last talked to Rachel during the Justin revote. So when Luke went home, that was the last time I've ever seen Rachel. Rachel also came to me in private and told me that she heard someone tell her that I was making up an alliance. That's just how the cards get played sometimes in a Survivor game. It is what it is. Rumors start, nothing I can do about it. It's so easy to do it to me specifically because I do say crazy shit all the time. So most of the time it's easy to believe.
Are you targeting Nico?
I am targeting, how do I put this? Nico, as you know, is someone, I mean, you know, I would have preferred her to go over like Dana. But as for this vote, I'm open to it all.
For me, with the way the tribe was set up, I couldn't let her go. It was Omer and Dana.
No, I feel you. I was just like, I'm safe. Hey, if this is a shot. Now, I don't know. I don't know if that's the shot.
I pretty much pushed Nico's name for this. I think she's privy to me wanting her out because I think China would let her know, since I did tell China that I was interested in taking Nico out and I was kind of gauging how loyal China was to Nico, but it seems China's adamant not to vote Nico. And so I'm like, all right, boys, let's vote Nico. And I get a lot of traction for that. They agree to vote Nico. I'm not sure who the other side is voting, but I know it won't be me because I'm safe. So I'm not really worried or scared to push Nico's name here.
I'm expecting my name to pop up again, but it seems like at least my alliance wants Nico out really badly. And that's really bad for my game because I actually like Nico. I think she's really, really funny. And I feel like her and I could work together pretty well down the road. So I don't want to see Nico go. I personally want to see Mara go because I feel like Mara is a good strategic threat and she also voted for me.
My target is looking like either Mara or there was a little birdie in my ear. Tell me, do you want to shoot at Nico?
Going into this tribal, the 2 names that I'm hearing are Mara and Nico, which are 2 people that I do not want to leave at all. The alcohol at this point is kicking in and the spirits are telling me to vote Jun. So I'm trying to diffuse both of their names in this situation and I'm telling those 2 to vote Jun just in case it's a close vote. So hopefully that's a way for me to keep both my allies in the game.
I'm still hearing this kind of like, what's the name? So I'm just asking you guys, like, Final 8, I know you guys are all very competent players. The jury's watching. But I know it's very like cagey, behind the scenes type of group. So it's kind of hard to really get a read on much at tribal. So I would say for Nico, do you think anything might change here towards the end? Or can we kind of expect the end game of very like guns behind your back? Like you're not really going to be able to get much from tribal to see like what's going to happen.
I'm going to answer that question and then I'm going to say something else. So, yeah, I think people have been playing scared, or like it looks visibly scared in public when there's a lot of numbers or when there's a lot of faces on screen. That's when it gets quiet. Oh, I don't know, twirling my finger, kicking my feet up. But then stuff is happening behind the scenes, and stuff is happening, and I feel like it's a domino effect. And karma's real, and Nico's karma is something even realer. I'll just say that.
I'll say, John, do you agree? Do you feel like it's kind of, people are playing, or do you feel like people really aren't hearing a name and it's just this late in the game, everybody's just grasping at straws?
I feel like it's beneficial for everyone to keep to their own selves. But honestly, I'm nervous because I did cop 2 votes last tribal, so my name could be up on the chopping block as well. So I'm just basing my vote on the conversation that I had and what I believe the majority is.
Okay. And then Justin, do you think people are looking at like the end game at this point now, that we're going to be a final 7 after this, like who they want to sit with at the end, who's may move, or do you think people are still taking it like vote by vote, stuff that happened in past rounds, because all of this round and last round I heard, well, last round they said this, but do you think people are planning?
I do. I personally feel like some like past round stuff are still being like held onto, which is like influencing vote, which is nothing wrong with that. But I feel like that's more so like clouding the like the strategy rather than like thinking of, who can you like long-term like end game type strategy or whatever. So I mean, either way, what can you do about it?
Does Jake openly saying to the group that he has an idol, we don't know if it's true or not, affect how you're planning these couple rounds, like knowing that somebody's openly saying there's an idol, or is this group so cagey that it's just not even like a thing?
I really, really hope the idol gets played this round because I'm safe and it can't affect me. So moving forward, I'd rather play a game where no idols are existence. And as a person and player with 0 advantages and 0 powers, it benefits me to be safe when all the chaos is happening. And
so Dominic,
what's up?
Why was it my name that you wanted to push?
That I wanted to push.
That's what Street's saying. That's what Street's saying.
At this point, Nico, I just typed up a name that is not yours, and I just pressed send.
As the countdown goes down, Jed says 15 seconds, and all of a sudden in my alliance chat and DMs, they say, I think Nico has an idol, blah, 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 from Omer and Jun. I have Nico as an idol, blah, 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 blah. They want to switch it to Mara. Doesn't really make sense to me because Dana just played the Brain's idol, so the odds of Nico having an idol is less. But with 15 seconds left, I can't really debate this. If I don't vote with them, we lose the majority, so I have to vote Mara here. They forced my hand to vote someone I'm pretty close with and probably would have not voted this immediate second.
I feel like every vote of this merge, it's been Dominic's pushing the name.
Who said it?
I sat in the main call with China. I sat and we talked about the previous vote. We laughed about how she's drunk. We laughed about how I'm tired. I said, I need to go talk to Justin. And then people started popping in the chat and I was gagged that there was no more time left. If that creates a narrative that Dominic is pushing the name, I'm okay with it at this point. I can't even be bothered to fight it. Do as you please.
Yeah, I heard you wanted me out bad. I don't know.
Do as you please.
I don't know. Sounding kind of scary.
My heart is beating so fast.
Mine is too.
Yeah.
And I've just been sitting here.
All right. You know the drill. If anybody has an idol or an advantage, you have until a lovely hand gets down to, well, nothing.
I'll put my idol, Jed.
All right. Amara is playing a hidden immunity idol, so any votes for Amara will not count.
I probably didn't get any votes, but I just been hearing my name, so that's it.
All right, I'll read the votes. First vote, Mara, does not count. Second vote, Mara, does not count. Third vote, Mara, does not count.
Damn, they were trying to get her back.
Fourth vote, Mara, does not count.
I had a feeling.
Fifth vote, Mara, does not count.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Nico, 1 vote, Nico. Justin, 1 vote, Nico, 1 vote, Justin, 1 vote left. Jun, we have a 3-way tie between Nico, Justin, and Jun.
Rolls eyes. Because why do I have to play my idol? So I hear my name from Nico. That's the first person that I hear my name from. And I'm just like, oh, I did not hear anything. I knew I had to play that idol. I'm happy it worked. Honestly, Jake, I kind of trusted you. I trusted Dom too. I think I trust too many people.
Before we start reading the votes, this girl pulls out an idol. She pulled out an idol. Yes, an idol. Then just started reading the votes. It was Mara, back to back to back to back to back. So now, once again, I'm going into another tie vote.
So Mara ends up playing her idol, which is great. She's safe. She's one of my people that I think I can work with. That's good for me. But then the vote ends up being like, it was like a tie between Justin, Nico, and Jun. Which, if they had all followed my directions, and if Nico and Justin had voted Jun with me, Jun would have been out right now, and we wouldn't be stuck in this situation.
Man, do I love me some Mara, because being safe and seeing her whip out an idol when these idiots just switch the vote onto her and risk themselves getting idled out, I honestly wanted one of my allies to go just so I could feel even more justified in wanting Nico out over Mara. The vote comes out 1-1 for Justin, Nico, and John, so I could have just stuck with my vote and voted out Justin or Nico and been eliminated. They could have been eliminated from the game. I am just frustrated that I didn't stick with my guns on that.
So that means at this time, Omer, Mara, Dom, China, and Jake, you will now have to revote, and you can only vote for Nico, Justin, or John.
Once again, my name has been brought up, and now I'm here. All I can ask for y'all to save me one more time.
I do too. All I can offer myself is I haven't really done anything to you guys, so.
And I know why you guys, whoever threw Nico and Jun, I don't know who, I voted Justin, sorry. but sorry, Justin.
No, I'm not mad.
Because I figured you would vote for me. I don't know. I had a feeling.
Wow.
Okay, but yeah. Can I just know?
Can I say my reasoning after the revote?
Okay, sure.
Nico and Justin are not only two of my closest allies, but they're two big targets in this game, the same way Dominic is. Both of those opposing sides are going after each other, which keeps me safe at all times and allows me to play the middle.
On the revote, I'm telling my boys, Omer, Jake, me, that's 3 out of the 5 revotes to send Nico home.
All right, I will read the revote. First vote, John. Second vote, Justin. Third vote, Nico. Fourth vote, Nico. Fifth vote, Justin, which means we have another tie. It was 2-1, which means Justin, John, and Nico, y'all now become safe, and Mara and Dominic are both safe because Mara played the idol and Dominic has immunity, which means we are now going to
Omer's dumbass, bro. Omer's fucking dumbass, bro. Omer, bro. Strike 2, strike 3. I don't even know where we're at this point. Justin gets another vote, and it ties again between Justin and Nico 2-2. I don't know what Omer was thinking strategically. I don't know what Omer was thinking relatively. I don't know what Omer was thinking, but Omer just cost us the win. We had the majority in our grasp. Nico gone right there. That is the second deadly sin, bro. Omer has now had China on the ropes. Could have sent China home when he told Dana to save the idol with herself if you had done that. Could have had Nico home now if you had just voted Nico on the Revo and not sent it to Rox. You could have had Justin out at Final 13 if you had voted Justin. All these players still in the game could be gone, but people want to not listen to me, and now we are still in the game and they are still prospering just like I said they would in a majority.
One thing about me in any Survivor game, I've never been rocked out. Rocks to me are fun, and at the end of the day, if no one is voting my way, we're going to Rocks.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch my vote. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to go get out Nico.
Huh?
I don't know how Survivor totally works. I don't
High
really
five,
know the
friends.
rules
Good
of
luck.
this.
High five.
China, I love you. Oh my lord.
Yeah, I'm not gonna forget that. I'm gonna switch my vote on Nico. That sounds real sweet to me. That sounds real sweet to me.
I think this is the first time that this has ever happened.
This is really chaotic, and I'm enjoying
Bottle
it.
is empty.
Justin, they tried to get us out of here.
They really, I mean, they almost
No,
did.
no,
They
y'all
really
trying to get me out of here.
Mara, wait, Mara, wait.
Guys, how many votes?
Let's talk about this
No,
later.
because Mara, I told them and they didn't follow directions, and that's why we're all here.
I'm gonna spin the wheel. Whoever it lands on has been rocked out. All right. The person rocked out of the game is Jake. Unfortunately, Jake, you have been rocked out of the game. I'm shocked. I'm in shock. Like that, I did not see that coming.
No.
That is okay. It really
That
is
was the
okay.
next.
Wait,
I hope you can forgive me, dude. That was
The person.
I don't know the rules, dude.
I'm not upset. Do not worry.
The person with 0 votes is going home in this crazy, crazy episode.
Well,
Jake,
no,
thank you for
I-
playing. I've been begging you to come out of retirement play since Ultimate Champion, and you did, so I appreciate it. I know you're tired, but
Yeah,
thank you
no.
for playing. And
Had a good time. Bye, everybody.
It was very sad to see that Jake was rocked out. I was very shocked. And I was truly sad to see Jake go out like this. Jake, if you're watching this, it's been a pleasure working with you. I didn't think I would work with you. So I'm kind of glad like we did get the chance to work together. And I'm gonna try to win this for you. To see Jake go like that, idle in his pocket, sucks, man, sucks. I think he was a great player for me moving forward, but he's gone, and now me, Omer, and Jun just gotta survive against Mara, Justin, Nico, China. So frustrating.
I never leave in Rocks, but Jake ends up leaving, which is... It's not the ideal scenario, but I mean, it's not terrible either. I feel like Jake is someone who wouldn't vote me out, and I wouldn't vote him, but I also don't think we've been voting together. Honestly, I'm safe. All of the people that are shielding me are safe, and I can continue to run around and do what I want.
So when we go to Rocks, I'm sure it's me. I have shit luck. It was always going to be me. Idle in my pocket. But this is the best way to go out because now nobody could say they got me out. I got out of my own accord. Peace.